Так, итак, чё, а, продолжаем, да, прохождение диска Elysium. Кайфовая игра на самом деле. Вот. В общем, решила такой ночной стримец запилить, посидеть. Не знаю, часика 2, может 3. В общем, буду всех рад видеть, кто, кто вдруг не спит. Так, а мы чё остановились-то на чем? Блять, еще вспомнить. Вот, понедельник. Знаете, кто входит в эту ячейку профсоюза, где остальные части брони? Бля, надо, наверное, инвента чуть-чуть поднавалить, который я поставил. Угу. Так, Укай, погнали. А, Так, я остановился, я вообще к этой зашел, к в книжный магазин, да, и мы попали вот в такую, короче, потайную комнату. Так, и она нам что-то вроде сказала сюда прийти.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat breathing. It's connected to the chimney.
Старый котел центрального отопления, который использовали для обогрева здания. Он подключен к дымоходу, он открывает дверь и осторожно заглядывает
The
внутрь.
one has used it in ages. No sign
Ему
of
уже много
any
лет.
recent fire. Only dead rats.
Ну, читать я все не буду подряд, конечно, потому что тут пиздец, как много текста, диалогов, поэтому, ну, какие-то самые мушети важные, да. Так, сейчас еще чуть-чуть поднастрою. Так, у нас пиздец здоровье, мы можем, кстати, сейчас сдохнуть. Зарядов нету. Заглянуть в котел. В темноте ты слышишь какое-то щебетание, оно доносится сверху. Угу.
What are you doing? Wait, really?
Что, серьезно?
Investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Блять, ну... Короче, если я его сейчас пну... А, не, я вот типа тут пнуть котел. Давай.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Так, а что, кстати, это... Что там? Трансляция норм. Все норм. Камерка, может сесть чуть-чуть? Чуть-чуть крутануть? Нет? Как вы думаете? Ща поднастроим, будем проходить дальше. Вот так вроде нормально, ничего, пойдет. Чуть-чуть может. Вот так вот. Так, да все в принципе нормально. Все кайф. Все кайф, все кайф. Все, окей, я выключаю. Если что, пишите. Кто вдруг на эту трансляцию зайдет, пишите, все ли хорошо или все ли хуево. Так. Могучий рев оглашает эхом глубины дымохода, щебетание голосов наверху внезапно обрывается, а затем... Опа! Женский голос.
You've awakened the entity.
Взываю к тебе, призрак проклятой торговой зоны, ответь мне. О,
You hear a low rumble upstairs.
это успех
The
явно.
sound of a curtain being
Надо
pulled
это, блядь,
slowly.
поднимать здоровье. Слышь, низкий гул наверху, звук отодвигающегося защитного экрана.
After you, officer.
Лейтенант кивает, затем показывает наверх. После вас, офицер. Все, конечно, пойдем. Так, а как вот? Таб, да?
This old fireplace, a diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being.
Это я читал. Вот здесь, по-моему, что-то было, я помню. Опа, ботинки. Ботинки в луже тающего снега. Нихуя, старинную винтовку я нашел. Так и? Сломанная. Злой блок памяти. Я понял. Короче, не знаю пока зачем они мне. Ладно, пошли наверх. Опа. В лотке полно игральных костей разнообразных форм и цветов. Тут сотни. Автомат с конфетами. Переделали под хранение 1000 кубиков. Ты кто вообще такая? Речица игральных костей. Здравствуйте, я Ния. Похожа на птичку. Женщина восседает на троне из инструментов. Сквозь ее волосы пробивается изумрудный свет. Что, какая игральная кость вам нужна?
This be the malicious entity.
Может, она и есть зловредная сущность? Возможно, будет разумнее пока продолжить этот маскарад.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Так. Вы, наверное, с кем-то меня перепутали.
And how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind? I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice. How else can I help you then?
This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead?
Но, возможно, вы что-то слышали.
Dealing with a
Ну, как бы.
malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual that...
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working.
Ну, блядь, как
That's
удобно.
the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Угу.
Anything else, officer? How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral
Много
dice
гранных
out of
костей из
cobalt.
кобальта. Это был
That
мой
was
первый
my
заказ,
first
которым
order.
все
I grew it
начиналось.
with
Нихуя
years.
себе, блядь. Кости из кобальта.
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers?
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
creative.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Commerce Central project. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years.
Продаю особые игральные кости любителям ролевых игр. Не сказать, что мое дело приносит миллионы реалов, однако, несмотря на все эти разговоры о негативной энергии, предприятие все еще на плаву. Странно, да? Да,
It's because
странно.
she's in cahoots with the demons.
Мгм.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer?
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific? Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word. I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
С тренажерным
It wasn't
залом.
merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. A kind man.
Один хороший человек из Земска. Я слышал, в юности у него были проблемы с законом, поэтому он решил открыть тренажерный зал. Своего рода компенсация для общества.
Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in my
Бля, ну это
place even
печально.
worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Ага.
You should have
Ага.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. Turns out, the business
Казалось, что на самом деле это
set up as a
предприятие было
front
только
for
прикрытием
an
для
illicit
незаконного
group that was
вещания
producing
снав миллиок.
Who would
Кто бы мог
have guessed,
подумать?
and they never cleaned up the debris
Они даже
either.
хлам за собой не
Now
убрали.
it's just
Перегородили весь
literally a
коридор,
hallway,
и
and I
я
have
понятия
no
не
idea
имею,
how to get rid of it on my own.
как это одно и разгребать. Хлам круто, очень круто. А что за снав? Жаль, что с окнами все так вышло. По поводу этих миллионов не хочется даже спрашивать.
It's a sub-Rosa radio station.
Секретная радиостанция, по которой
Broadcasts
передают
real
реальные
murders
убийства с
to
реальными
people.
жертвами. Некоторые люди
Some
готовы
people pay
заплатить
good money to
большие
get
деньги,
off
чтобы...
on it.
Ну
What
понятно.
does she mean to get off on it?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals with
ПС есть
physical
отдельное
and
подразделение,
mental
которое
surveillance
занимается только
of citizens.
незарегистрированными секретными радиостанциями. Лейтенант поворачивается к тебе. Это не наша проблема.
Good luck
Окей.
with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what?
Осуждаем наркотики. По-любому. Какие именно? Мне нужно знать, какие именно... Нет.
Anything else?
Это нам не важно.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
Защитники прав насекомых. Заебись.
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Который, помимо прочих материалов, использовался хитин. Хитин, по всей видимости, производили в акциденте из крылышек жуков.
And you
Блядь.
know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tumotiri or Hashkor or wherever he is.
Интересно, о чем же вы Интересно, о чем же говорится в этих приветах? Это же незаконно вот так взять и избежать деньгами компанию, почему его не арестовали?
Sure, it's illegal, but
Конечно,
it's not
незаконно,
exactly
но в
anything
бизнесе такое случается.
extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around. Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once,
Интересные
I
были
also
ребята, мы
talked
время от
to
времени
them
болтали с ними о
systems
системах
of Overworld.
ролевых игр. Однажды я даже видела, как двое из них устроили мордобой, поспорив о Вирале.
They certainly
Что это
took
такое?
their work very
Они очень
seriously.
серьезно относились к своей работе,
Even
даже
if
при
they
их
seemed to be
хронически либеральном
chronically
подходе
liberal
к
with
рабочему
their
графику.
schedules. The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
А, ну понятно. Что же пошло не так?
I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Приходить на работу вовремя сложно? Нет, не так. На работу, в принципе, приходить сложно. Блять, я тут согласен вообще. И полностью. Особенно, если выпил накануне. Ну, приходить на работу вовремя действительно невероятно сложно. Очень жаль, я бы их поддержал, проект выглядел интересно. Вы правы, нужно было стараться получше. У них было все, чтобы преуспеть.
Still, not everyone is going to
Очки
make it.
получили.
That's the nature of the
Как бы
game.
то ни было, не всем дано добиться успеха. Она бросает пару игральных костей на стол. Одна из них останавливается у края металлической столешницы. Такова природа игры.
The dice is black.
Кость черная, заполнена какими-то мелкими серебристыми частичками, словно снег.
Anything else?
На самом деле я хочу спросить так.
Oh
Давай-ка
boy,
про медведя.
Fabled Rever Show ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas. There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
didn't. Occasionally the girls had their friends over, which doubled the amount of hairspray, skin problems, and mood swings behind the counter. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex
Охраняет
predator.
враждебно настроенные суперхищники, как будто это было мало. Холодильник тоже не справлялся с своей задачей. Половина мороженого подтаяла и деформировалась. В конечном итоге компания Revachol Ice City проиграла ценовую войну своим конкурентам Glassy 5000, которые продавали карамельный пломбир с фруктами всего за 5 центимов из обычных холодильников.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherian.
Scary, but cool.
Megatherian, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the horrific necktie tightens around your neck. Strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Завершая свой рассказ, она выглядит немного печально. Пылинки кружатся в лучах света, ее взгляд рассеянно следит за этим хороводом. Снаружи светло, свет рассеивается, проходя сквозь низко висящую облачную завесу. В любой момент может пойти снег. Так, что дальше?
I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
A gust of cold
Yeah.
sweeps through the chimney.
Успех.
The
Успешный.
stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Didn't we already talk about this? What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain?
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of
Если раньше была угольная электростанция, ты прикасаешься к защитному экрану, вы находитесь в дымоходе другого здания.
This doesn't make any sense.
Он задачно озирая, заглядывая в гнездо, которое здесь свило.
Are you saying my
То есть вы хотите
business
сказать, что мое предприятие
is
выжило только из-за
quality?
такой технической детали? Откуда вы это взяли? Скажем так, у меня свои методы нестандартные. У вас совершенно другой адрес в самом сердце этого города. Это же логично, здесь ветрено. Вы, видимо, дымник не закрыли как следует.
You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow is gone. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces. She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East out the
Нифига себе.
center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan. It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world you were supposed to try again and again until you
Я
finally
всегда считал,
succeed.
что мир таков, что нужно пытаться снова и снова, пока не добьешься успеха. Ну, блядь, на самом деле, да. На самом деле оно и в реале так, наверное.
And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shop?
Как бы любого успешного человека, мне кажется, спроси, он тебе расскажет просто о миллионах неудач до того, как он пришел к успеху.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherent. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer. Of course, tell me what you have in mind. No need to rush.
Так, ну типа все. Мы пообщались. Ну-ка, во-первых, расскажите плезанцы, что удалось узнать. Так, идем обратно к плезанции. Но сперва у нас есть мысль. Временный бонус за исследование. Удачи для всех красных проверок. Время исследования 4 часа. Похоже, что цель всей этой большой игры — победа. Отсутствие поражения по всем фронтам. Победа в деловых предприятиях, творческих проектах. Победа в любви и над другими людьми.
Yes?
А, ну там котел.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane. Two cables are plugged into the breaker.
А, там выход к месту преступления. Так, ну нам надо к Плезанции. Пойдем туда. Так, не сюда.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. No, it's not. It's just a memory.
Мысли, А, подожди. Блять.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
You're telling me that you went in there and didn't find out anything about the curse? Of course. I should have known better than the investigation's over. I don't want you going in there anymore. You're only angering the psychic weather in here. Now, if you're not going to buy anything,
total psychic collapse between you two.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel everything is on the shelves?
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books. She smiles.
Yes?
Так, дальше что мы делаем? Узнайте, кто входит в эту ячейку профсоюза. Гард рассказал. Так, Гард, понятно. Где остальные части брони? Снимите труп с дерева. Возместите ущерб. Так, надо ломбард найти. Пойдем сходим сюда. Я тут не был еще ни разу.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Так, боевой дух можем поднять.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenants detect someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
А, это вот этот вот, походу,
You'll
что-то
find the
что-то
filtered
спиздил.
memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home ASAP. It's important.
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the iceberg fridge.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box? It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? If you want to earn some change by guilt, an intricate web of blue lines. It still kind of looks like a map of the gone. For you to someone close to the victim might know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you work hard. Oh yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Oh yeah, like a horse, a workhorse, for hard work. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride. A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negro. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into... Are you rich? Get out of here. You're a pauper. You work harder than anyone. Almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? The Guardsman has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment... That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam covered every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries. 98% of all your money. Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight.
Can't believe you didn't take the shot. Fucking coward. Waved a gun like a clown.
This kid is...
Так, где ломбард? Ну, явно не тут. О, здоровится, подымем. Или уже подняли? Нет, еще не. Вот, у меня есть. Пам. Пам. Хорош. Скорость реакции минус риторика. Так, ладушки, нам еще надо подумать, как тело снять. Ломбард надо найти, заложить.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Так, этот деляга мне пока не нужен.
Yeah, you better keep walking.
Нам надо Гарту долг отдать. И может там что-то будет. 100 реалов я ему должен.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters. What the spring thaw must be here. The snow looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
Угу.
Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast, the ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky. Urban coastline, rain dripping off Etonite-covered roofs. Coal city, end of all lines. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a frit to the east. They sell them there.
К востоку есть фриты, там можно купить. Ага. Вот оно.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
I don't know. Frit? I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't. Okay. I'm not really supposed to be. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so. Not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really long. I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol. There, in that dark green glass. All in vain. The great flowing river of warmth. Wine, alcohol. Beer, alcohol. Love.
Sure. If you want something, I can get it for you. Just let me know. But I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But...
Don't ask. Don't look. Don't do anything here. Just
Так,
go.
сигареты, да?
Get back to work.
Блять, ну он, короче, здоровье от этого. Но у меня квест. Найдите сигареты и покурите. Но мне надо... Ну, блять.
Here you go, mister. The pale age vodka is special, I guess. Sure.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles.
Here you go.
Во.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The first smokes platoon. 20. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent.
Oh yes, Bratan! Please!
Get a load of this rock.
Hey, you can't smoke in here?
Хорошо, блядь.
Shut up. It's already happening. Repercussions. It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true. It only lets you concentrate because you're in nicotine withdrawal. It's blah blah blah. Boring. Light it up. Already you...
Так, то это купили, это купили. А есть что-то для...
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
По медицине.
A small cabinet on the wall.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
О,
Okay,
вот
here.
это возьмем,
I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
восстановим, а потом покурим, и у нас будет 3.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says...
О,
"Your
сда-
bottles
сда-
can't
сдали
fit into the
бутылок.
machine," and the money appears with a satisfying... The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says...
No. You need tear to...
Нет. Так, дождевик взяли. Сигарет купили. 4 сигареты.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city. But I love it. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Так, а как покурить? Как закурить? Ладно, возможно, позже. Я, короче, не закурил, да, это отмена. Я понял. Но я закрыл квест. Угу. Хорошо, что дальше? Узнайте, кто входит в ячейку, где остальные, снимите труп с дерева. Так, надо возместить ущерб. А,
There are clothes inside. Cheap.
Don't be shy.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the...
No luck? Why not take another look, officer? Keep supporting the economy.
You see too lowly, defeat
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off
a pair of...
those sneakers, mister. Those...
да ни хера себе, у меня нет столько. Так, а где ломбард-то? до среды. Во! Быстрые деньги в скоротечное время. Так.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
$700
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet talk you into...
Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell. It's not often that what can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers
Ага.
lately.
Он узнал, он понял, что мы копы.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days ago.
Опа! Опачки!
What? Sold?
Ха, блядь, ствол заложил. Бухое животное.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You,
With Kim here too? That just sounded really, really bad.
you were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol citizens, and I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it? You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she...
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may... I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbor.
Спросите в порту, возможно, там найдутся рабочие, которые готовы будут помочь.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Sure thing. Sure, man.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward, a drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them.
Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
Rolodon is just something since the People's Power disaster, I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to...
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too. I like the theory more than...
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Let me have a look.
У меня есть классная фотокарточка трупа. Так, у меня есть вот такой памятный значок, но я хочу задать несколько вопросов, прежде чем продавать его. Посмотрим, что у меня есть.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Бля, все равно не хватит, если я все сдам.
Jean-Baptiste's summer dinghy races 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it. A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice. Sure, I can keep it behind the counter. Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything? I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment, and especially that...
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector!
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Бля, еще 20-ки не хватает.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale. A photic path. Counter-radiance network. Anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter. Another time, perhaps.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says, "This is you." Golden orange. A sunset. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welshie W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
О, здорово. Здорово, Паш. Чё ты там, на обеде?
A typical Martinez street light.
А, ну эта хуйня 700 стоит, это не...
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on
Да я верю, что ты в ахуе.
on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win over. Why?
Успех.
A headless man riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say foul.
Oh, that's the headless phone rider.
Да, конечно, чё, можем. Только не сильно поздно. Можем услышаться. Чё, у тебя какие-то вопросы там? Или так, типа, просто? Ну, короче, блядь, разберемся. Напишешь. Да или я сам там чё зайду, блин, напишу, как проснусь. Мне там завтра просто дела поделать надо по дому. Ты такой подзасрался, блядь. Как свин.
The headless phone rider. It's an urban legend.
Ага, спасибо, давай.
A man
Тебе
who
тоже
rides the streets of Revershoal
легко
sporting a phone
доработать.
tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. $50. Bargain price.
Фигурка Санька без головы
Cap too.
отпал.
I think he's
50
looking for it.
сантимов выгодной сделки, я добавлю маленькую шапочку. Он вроде бы ее ищет или что-то такое. Эту часть истории все рассказывают про... Давайте сейчас... Бля, давай возьмем. Мне кажется,
Did I
пригодится.
mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes up.
Так, найдите свой... Вот, продолжайте поиски, может что-то знает про пистолето. Получается, у меня 80. Добудьте копию карты. А, я понял. Так, ща подойду. Ща вернусь. Так, я, пожалуй, типа решил перекусить, но я здесь. Сейчас перекушу и вебку включу обратно.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and the knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words, Daredevil Driver.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Yes?
doesn't need to be a struggle. I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to angry...
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright? Look, in his hand, going into his mouth, the sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnaud, and my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you? Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. I do. Fire from heavy artillery. Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't
Острая
so,
хрень.
and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Я так сейчас все губы себе порежу. Так, итак, чё? Погнали дальше. Подкрепились, перекусили, энергосика взорвали. Что-то, короче, с этими двумя не так. По-любому что-то знают. Пенсия всегда что-то знает.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood Ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they
Так,
stopped.
время 18:20.
And it worked too.
А там что-то со временем какой-то квест у меня связан вообще был.
He approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
Так, что-то, блядь, давай-ка поправим немного. Ой-ой-ой. Так.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame. never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the
Все, короче, деды начали рамсить.
What do you think? No, they don't. But I'm sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting rabid commies, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to Revachol. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with truth. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted, to replace the role of the damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution. A true king in both blood and mind, led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile. The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the fifth.
Нихуя себе. Пошли разговорчики. Благодарю за беседу, блядь.
Vigilance officer, what can this old Carabineer do for you?
I have really outdone myself. This...
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart...
René, it's a little pleasures. Hello, officer. How might I... Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you will.
Что-то ты пиздишь, старый, походу.
In the Union. Someone must know something.
Опа.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't...
Respect!
I'm not even anyone...
Я даже не какая-то... Конечно, он что-то не договаривает. Скрещивает руки на груди, карабинит. Бля, пиздец тут, конечно. Перевод.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Эврара. Опа. Новое имя.
Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. only heard about it years later when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath, and
Let's try not to get caught in the crossfire.
lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me. Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavane. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence, never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
Что ты пишешь для него?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time. I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food.
Ебать ты жадный, нах.
The only one you have.
Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate must have been God knows when.
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to this.
О, пиздец, начинается.
The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich.
Fuck off! It's mine! Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share.
Отъебись! Моё! Ебать. Дед, ну дай укусить. Чё ты зажал, блядь, сэндвича? Кусочек.
When the dissidents come to rape our country,
Блядь, риторику качать
try
надо.
to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws. We are a
Я бы его
special kind of
убедил,
dirty
но
bastard.
я не смогу. Так, ладно.
No. The goal is to throw you bull. As close to the cochonnet as you can. That's the cochonnet. Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted. I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want...
Is he denying you information when you clearly requested it? That's it. We're blowing the lid off this man jar. You need to know things. Yes, you do. Knowledge is power. All that blunt data must have triggered an information hoarding reflex of sorts. Think of it like a small seizure. It will pass.
Then there's measuring the distance between the bull and the cochonnet. I always measure hours, but usually it's done by the player who threw last. The opponent has a right to remeasure if he has doubt about the result, and...
Can you believe this clown? This is information you must have, and he's stalling. Lives could be on the line, and he's just running out the clock.
Yes, officer, yes. I swear, I don't know anything else about Pit.
And that's how you break a man if the good cop and the bad cop have left for the day. Let's cool Mr. Fight or Flight down before he kills someone. He gets overstimulated. But seriously, enough with the petanque already.
Yes, yes. I'm sorry, officer.
Good. Gaston finally understands the rules now. Let's see if it makes him a better petanquista.
What was that all about? Some experimental interrogation technique you're honing? I know a weird cop when I see one. It doesn't work. Weird cop only confuses the suspect and the weird cop himself, while all he should...
Just please ask them normal questions.
Блять, риторику качать надо. Убеди Гастона дать цену. Я хотел снова спросить. На этом пока все. А как сыграть? Можно сыграть?
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
Походу вот ядро у меня было, я его продал, да? 100%. Так, пойдем вот до спящего, короче. Пообщаемся. Во-первых, бутылочку заберу. Слушай, щенок, я не... так ты бухой, блядь. Я понял. О, рыбка плавает.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. Your money disappears into the coin. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Моторику надо качать, интеллект надо качать. Все надо качать. Так, дождь кончился. Так.
This Postlavantore mail collection box has been heavily The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set. The mailbox does not know how to man up.
Бля, ебать диалоги, конечно. Лютые. Так, давай, короче, опять пойдем. Ну-ка.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots, anywhere from...
Вот это что у нас? Сможем? У нас же есть монтировочка.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against, because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too... There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Опачки.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Давай.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet
Да, осуждаю, блядь, вообще категорически наркотики.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids...
А, это типа логово Куна, блядь. Оп. Местечко не очень, конечно. Плащ. Хорош. Бабки, что ли? Так, а как же быть? Как же быть? Подожди.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down. A trooper has been left behind the enemy. You could swear it's more of an instinct than an actual sight. But you know There's the RCM signature rectangle on the cloak. It's a cop's cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of...
Ой, блядь, давай только не это. Я и так типа в шоке вообще от происходящего.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Ага, блядь, эквилибристика 3%.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. Then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it, well, it doesn't seem too... I was under the assumption we could ask the leader of this union to help us get this body down. This is why we're here, right?
Ага.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
Подожди, а как? А, типа надо это? Да, не сейчас.
Indirect modes of taxation. Turns out those financial oversight committee gangsters stuffed millions of hard-earned dividends away in the last place anyone thought to look, the hearts and minds of everyday Rivasholians. You need to spread that deregulation gospel to the people. Tell them about that foreign fair tax. Preach that 98% gross burden. Preach it, preacher man. Set the brothers free. Taxes are racist.
Так, подожди, а как это забыть? Угу. Я понял, это фритте. Короче, мне надо к управляющему профсоюза договориться с ним, чтобы снять тело. Так, а чё? Чё? Интеллект херовый.
Hello again, officer.
Scab?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than Scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time. I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop Scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself. Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Головомера. Заходи.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me. What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
You hear your heart pumping, fast and irregular. Your joints ache and you feel old, but still alive, somehow.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. Yes, Al Ghul. Al Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you. Correct, my small skull servant.
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here.
Show him the ham still got it.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich, how far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Easy.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with the... Bring your troops to the Seminole
Бля, ебать, он
Islands
фанатик.
and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage.
This is your chance.
Блять, у него по-любому должно слабое место какое-то быть.
With a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive.
Да какие тут нахуй? Не-не-не, тут вообще 17, это низкий шанс. Это явно я фейлану. А вот концептуализация... Причем...
We still need to get it.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Go ahead. Don't be shy.
Но это,
Just ask for
блядь,
race secrets.
было в принципе ну, ожидаемо.
Inane popular culture lingo. It is intellectually uninteresting to sock anything to an infant such as you.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Ну вообще да.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll song? Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of internet. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. The South Island race, Haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from... No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Yes.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one. There always is.
Race is reality. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. Correct.
Современная раса теории.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
There are 3 categories of race. Тип А,
Блять, надо было
the
прошептать.
heroic
Возможно, ну, чтоб он типа
Тип
понимал, а
Б,
то
the servile race.
он сейчас всерьез
And the
воспринял.
vile CF race cauldron of
Тип А
pederasty.
героические расы, тип Б
Which one
сервильные
occasion?
расы и тип В Е отвратительный расовый котел. Так, это я осуждаю. Ну типа.
Those are the Seminoles,
А, ну это ты типа.
Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously. The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königstein, the other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn, as proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagites are on the ascent. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite superrace. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race.
Ебать, он сейчас вообще мне мозг съест.
They are mud-colored people. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are often indistinct. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tabac. The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with Podart. The only thing they like more, Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the Racial Cauldron. Too mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little tips, CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Lesser races like the Mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a Mesk woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is Mesk and the father Seminese. The Mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their input. Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site. The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Simonese with the Koiko. This will never happen. The Simonese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the Mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Simonese man could make but enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of TWTV. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss. There is nothing funky I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
Так, подожди. Как убрать? А, недостаточно очков навыка, ёпта. Я понял. Так, это самое. Ну-ка, Ким.
Yes?
Понятно. Ким как бы вообще ничего не думает. Он такой, блядь, приехал понаблюдать. Предложения вообще не будет с его стороны.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to...
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss. I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through me.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work! Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do! Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the exit. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Yeah? That giant up there on the bridge you talked to. Head measurer. Won't let the workers by. The access panel is right behind him. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge. When a bunch of ungrateful beats me.
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes up. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you? Big mess, caused by Union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? done here. I have a strike to break. Right to work! Things are busy enough. You going to waste less of my time?
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
What's it to you? Big mess caused by union greed. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. What's it to you? Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
The man has turned his attention.
What's it to you? Big mess. Caused... We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Подозрительный чувачок. Подозрительнейший.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and
racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island. A silver plaque, not a good track record of mental health in that family. What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you high above you? An old monument stand, a silver plaque on not a good track record of a silver plaque, not a good. The small, wrinkled woman does not greet. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
The woman still nothing. No, this one is a monster in disguise.
О, вот это уже... Так, еще 5 навыков мне надо. Я что-то отменю и воткну вот это вот размышление.
Gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight, no explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, all around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however.
So tell me, what do you need? Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had... He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms.
Time to arrest him.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The boss...
There's no denying it. Your body needs to feel the touch of some good performance wear.
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find...
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm. Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
I'm okay, man. Just... the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical...
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct.
Don't be a stranger.
Опачки. Так, а у меня же там это задание в столовой. Так, мне же надо что было? Еще узнать.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This, as you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make, it must be his name. Garanci. Garanci, Quebec. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something. His left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his... The man ponders his cooking. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The door does not budge. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough, as a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this, the cafeteria manager.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the... So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though. After the animals.
Гваделупа, да слушай, я
Good luck with that.
как бы, ну, рандомно прохожу. Какие скиллы качал на старте? Не знаю, вот, короче, все скиллы. Я особо не заморачивался. Поэтому, ну, не могу сказать. Первый раз прохожу игру. Так. А что качать лучше вообще? Задействуйте все свои знания, удивляйте эрудиция. Интеллекта +1 прибавит. Убил шизоида, я через интеллект проходил. Через него много деталей лора игры и всего здешнего раскрывается. А в фиолетовом зато можно с галстуком базарить. Понял, но... Давай интеллект все равно качнем, потому что у нас, в принципе, единичка. Хотелось бы прокачать. Наверное, прокачаем драму. Так.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest, and they come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders.
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who
Да, в смысле, не важно, я представитель закона. Не обязан, точнее. Внутри какой.
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
Yeah, the union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and now think they can hide out till it all blows over, and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Yes. Yes, have you got it? A lot. For the room and broken window? Yes.
Так, у меня 85, я ему не могу, короче, да, пока отдать. Так, исследуйте потайные коридоры танцев. Так. Есть странные двери, никто не знает, куда они ведут. Найдите способ открыть их и узнайте, что скрывается в заброшенных уголках отеля с кафетерием. Найдите вход в потайной коридор. А ну-ка. Там что-то об фрите говорилось.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? Because Frit has an army. I don't know. It stops people from robbing Frit, I guess. if they know there's an army, I mean, I wouldn't want to fuck with them anyway.
Businesses often hire private security this side of the river. It's an unfortunate state of affairs, but not unheard of.
You think the police, like, bother catching shoplifters? Frick polices themselves, so yeah.
You better behave yourself in this fritte, or who knows what will happen.
Reality? You mean, what reality? I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frick. So I guess, like, that's economic. I don't know. What about it? We're in Frick? As mankind, or as a nation, in a good place? I mean, science is doing great. I don't know. Look at the clock. It's...
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
when ordinary people take over the government and demand. Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean. Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article. Cool.
Так, ну по-любому как-то можно... По-любому как-то можно пройти.
Welcome to it.
Do continue.
Come on, man.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind, but you see...
Silence. The air, but your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You do make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calm.
Whatever you say, officers. Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. Apples? Yeah, apples? I take it you had...
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
It's about biological determinism. Natural, not the...
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources. The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory. It's what the kids of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any mojitos or leader? No? Dominate, it's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring. Go right ahead. You may be a cop, but that won't help you avoid the calamity to come.
Lieutenant Kisaraga's stern expression remains unchanged, but you sense not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet. He thinks, wriggled out of it. What happened? Did your balls shrivel up? You had plenty of chances to get off this road, but...
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour.
Так, пойдем с этим, с Рыжиком пообщаемся. А, и... Что он еще нам расскажет?
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it? Do this shit again, and Kuno's gonna climb in your room at night with a knife. Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in, do that, but you and Kuno are good for now. Pals, shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time. And you're back in business with the Kuno.
Kuno is a merciful king, kind to his wayward subjects.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? And then what? You fucking there? You...
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno!
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is...
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. That explains the calluses on your hands. You scaled the side of the building, entertaining the local kids.
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just got a fly, pig. Not for you, pig. Kuno can't wait to see you get all scared and shit your pants.
Kuno can't wait to see you
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything? Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this, Pig. It completely takes away the hang.
Fuck you, Pig! Don't do mag!
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and... Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it? Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit. Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb!
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there. Dumb Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch. Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
All right, Piggo, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna...
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you...
I can't hear you, Kuno! Speak louder, Kuno!
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno!
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's king.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
You're testing Kuno's.
Get lost!
Kuno doesn't.
Опа, денежки.
Right to work! Right to...
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? The little boy had it good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me, pardon the choice of words.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, but okay. Let's find all of it.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. It's a minor nuisance. It's all...
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way.
No problem. If you see that kid...
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big...
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly...
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect. Then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I.
Так, ну ладно, на этом тормознем. Может, сегодня вечером продолжим. Вот. Как бы, в принципе, много чего выяснили. Ну, как я думаю. Поэтому, что мы, зайдем сюда. Вот, продолжим в следующий раз. Те, кто зайдет, посмотрит, кто заходил, смотрел, всем спасибо. Очень важно для меня. Вот. Все, буду всех рад видеть на следующих стримах. Все, всем пока, удачи, счастья, здоровья.